Hello Gemini, welcome to your May 2021 reading. This is a general reading for you Gemini. It's a reading for Gemini sun, rising and moon sign. So listen to your rising sign and moon sign. It adds more depth and detail to your monthly reading. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there that is going to be specific to you. So my lovely Geminis, I'm just creating your spread, but this month I'm doing things a little bit differently. I want to say to you, what is your reluctance? I'm just feeling like there's a reluctance in moving forward. There's a reluctance in taking that next step. That's going to be different for each of you. Who's getting that sort of head strain, headaches? Also, I'm getting an earache, but it can be more than an earache. It can be spirit speaking to you. What's being whispered in your ear? What's being dropped into your aura? What are you picking up on? I'm using this month, I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot because I feel like May is a month to be delving beneath the surface. So I feel like I want to say to you that there is some reluctance. I'm also using the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and I have drawn a card for you, which is going to be the card of the month for you. It is many paths. This is the theme. This is your affirmation. This is your word for the month of May. Many paths. There are many paths open to us. There are many choices always for us, and it depends on those choices that we make as to what journey we're going to have. And May is very much about that. It's about maintaining positive self-talk. It's about having the vision. It's about having making the choices that are going to be not made out of fear, but made out of joy and made out of expansion. And what path are you going to choose? Okay, the resistance, it's about losing that resistance and really flowing, going with the flow. I am going to read what it says in the book that comes with this oracle deck, because the words are written so beautifully. I'll hold it up for you so you can see it while I'm talking about many paths. The essence of the card. All paths lead to spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, or a path of loss. Consider the traveller who met two stonemasons. He asks one what he is doing, and the mason replies, "I'm squaring out the stone." He asks the other, who is doing the exact same thing, and gets the reply, "I'm building a cathedral." One man has a job, the other man has found his work and calling. He is part of an endeavour much greater than himself. Be sure you pick a path with a heart. So it's about what's your life's purpose. What are you wanting to do? You're going to stay in a job that doesn't bring you joy, but brings you, your roof over your head? Or are you going to have the courage to choose a path that follows your joy, follows your bliss, and also has financial rewards because of that? What this card's asking of you, what this oracle is asking of you, is your call now is to take a big, bold step and leave the beaten path. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Do not dally, lest you miss the moment. It's time to sail into the uncharted. Be sure you attend to both your path through this earth, as well as yourself through the stars. Okay, as well as your journey through the stars. You see, it's interesting because even reading this, I'm getting my words mixed up. I'm getting my, understanding mixed up. That's the resistance. What's causing that in you? What's causing that faltering, that halting of your journey? Really recalibrate yourself, rethink, relook at what your path is. What was your intention? Where were you headed? What did you want to do? What was unfolding for you? You know, the card's asking you to reach for the stars. Reach for the stars. Aim high. Don't settle for mediocre. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for something that's not going to bring you joy. Now, I'm speaking in terms of a relationship, love, career, family life. I'm talking about every aspect. For those of you that are undertaking a new course, a new study, is it a study that sings to your heart? Is it a course that brings you that passion and that joy? Or are you simply being practical and just, let's do this because it's going to give, you know, it's going to be the right thing to do, but there's no passion there, there's no joy. Aim high, Gemini, refocus, bring that joy back into your step and reach for the stars. Let's have a look. So there is absolutely potential here for you. You've got the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is a happy home life, feeling loved, feeling secure, pursuing your passion, bringing the colours of the rainbow into your existence. You know, sometimes you can walk through life and it's like someone's pulled the plug on the colour in your life, and it all just drains out and everything's this sort of different shades of grey. Great name for a book. No, I'm just being silly. So it's about bringing that colour. And what is that colour? That colour is our passion and our joy and our excitement and that springing out of bed to pursue do a job or study that really speaks to us, that sings to us. This is where you're at. So in May, you're going to be asked to reach for the stars, refocus, recalibrate your thoughts, because they're going to bring you great joy. It is going to give you all the results that you're seeking here. It's going to make you feel loved and secure. That's self-love too. To pursue your joy, that's also loving the self, understanding what your purpose is, choosing the path that is right for you. You've got the Lovers here, and this speaks of karmic connection. So what is coming up for you is where you're meant to be. It's karmically there. It's destiny that is there. It's destiny that is holding that mirror up to you, my lovely Gemini, to say, okay, just stop and look at what you're doing. Let's stop and see where you're headed. Is this pursuing your passion? Are you being true to your soul? Are you being true to your essence? You've also got here swans, which is, you know, I'm speaking this month of your totem, your spirit animals. And when we talk of spirit animals, you speak of what energy they bring to you. And we often see different animals in, you know, as we're walking, going for walks or out and about, you know, we'll see butterflies or we'll see grubs or we'll see, you know, whatever it is, that spirit speaking to you. This is the energy that is coming in for you. The energy that's coming in for May is that of swans. This is freedom. This is freedom. This is joy. This is following, you know, they migrate and they have a particular path that they choose. Interesting, isn't it? Isn't it? It's an interesting path that they choose. It's predestined. They don't try and take a shortcut. They don't try and go around the world in another direction. They pursue their path. They pursue what they're destined to pursue. Follow that path, and it takes them to where they're needing to go. But there's also joy in the flight, joy in flight. Taking in your environment, taking in the beauty that is around you. That freedom of flight, Gemini, tapping into that freedom of flight that's going to give you the results that you're seeking, that is going to also bring you joy. This is also, speaks of relationships. There's a karmic relationship. So if you're in a relationship, that's going to strengthen. But don't forget to allow the winds of the universe to dance between you. maintain your individuality, maintain that flight, that joy. That's going to be also very, very important. So when you're talking about spirit animals, you can go on the internet and Google spirit animals and their meaning, and write down what animals are coming up for you in this reading, because it's going to be very important to you. And see what energy they bring you, and embrace it, acknowledge it, try and be it in May. Then you've got the Daughter of Wands, and here you've got, Taurus had this as well, the infinity. Number 8 is the infinity symbol, grounded, earthed, but also having your, at one end in source, in the universe, in the higher dimensions, high vibrational dimensions, and bringing that in. When the two meet, when you're doing the two effectively, there is growth. This is the Wands, and Wands is about life's purpose. It's about your life's purpose, your life's journey. And when you're true to the self and bring in what you're picking up intuitively, grounding it and using it for your purpose, there is growth. There is expansion. So what ideas have you got? What ideas are you cooking up? What changes do you want to bring into your life? May is going to be a month where you're going to put that under the microscope, where you're going to absolutely analyze where you're headed, what you're doing, where you want to be, what direction, what path are you taking. Honoring the self, there is success and growth there for you. There's freedom, there's happiness, and there's growth. You're sort of losing that resistance as well. You're losing that resistance as well. The Seven of Cups. It's interesting. Nothing is as it seems. That's what I'm hearing. Nothing is as it seems. The sun is earthed. It's down here. The moon is up here in the sky. The moon is deceptive because it doesn't have its own light. It reflects the light from the sun. That's what gives it light. So read between the lines. What is there between the lines? What are you needing to leave behind? What are you needing to look at and decide? What are you going to keep? What are you going to walk away from? Also, I want to say to you that it's about bringing light and clarity for some of you onto ideas that you have. Really dig deep. What desires do you have? What inner desires do you have? What plans do you want to put in place, and how are you going to put those in place? There's positivity because there's sun, there's light there, so that you're also being supported by the universe, by your guides, by source, by God, whatever it is you want to call it, all comes from the same place. You're being supported by the universe, Gemini, in pursuing your passion. What path are you going to choose? The path of least resistance that is not going to bring you joy? Often the path of your purpose is where you're being challenged as well. So remember that. Remember that. I'm needing to draw another card. So let's have a look at what you're seeking, what direction you're moving in, what's unfolding for you, Gemini. So Gemini, can I have a card for Gemini, please? What ideas are there? What is unfolding for Gemini? Here we go. I'm using Deviant Tarot. Deviant Moon Tarot. This also delves beneath the surface. I'm really digging deep for May because I feel like it's an important month here. You've got the Emperor. So whatever plans you lay, whatever you want to achieve, whatever it is you want to put in place, you've got the support of the universe. The sun that is shedding light on your ideas. But you also have the Emperor, and the Emperor is success in all things, being strategic, thinking about the next move, but getting the results that you're wanting, achieving those results, being in control of what results you get and how fulfilling they are, how successful it is by your efforts, by the choices you make, this month. That's very important. Don't allow others to come in and influence you. Don't hand over ability to make your own choices and decisions, and having the courage to stand up to your convictions this month, Gemini. That's going to be very, very important. You've also got the Four of Wands. This is success. This is celebration. This is the bullseye. This is what I'm hearing, the bullseye. This is the bullseye. And so aim your arrow for the bullseye. That is your ideas, what you're giving energy to, what you're planning, how you want to move forward. There are choices that are being opened to you, which is, the many paths that are open to you. But there's also success there. There's a bullseye strike coming there for you. Let me draw a card and just see. So you making those choices that sing to you, that are really resonate in your heart as to what you're meant to be doing. You've got two cards here, so I'll give you those. It's interesting because, again, you've got the Ten of Cups. It's different. This is the first card that you got. Let me get that card for you. They look very different, but they're the Ten of Cups. It's everything secure, everything safe, everything feeling loved, feeling confident, self-love, knowing that you're in the right place, everything coming together. So everything's going to come together when you strike that arrow into the bullseye, into the center. What is the second card that came out is the Star, and the Star is about looking at things in different perspectives. I always think this, stars are up high in the sky, and I get a sense of, you looking down on the whole image, the whole picture, and you can look at things from different perspectives. So be flexible, be fluid like the water, and look at things in different perspectives. The Star is also about peace and harmony and balance, but it's wish upon a star. What are your wishes? What are your wishes? Is it a relationship? Is it a commitment? Is it work? Is it something that is going to make you feel really warm inside, that you're really going to enjoy, it's going to bring you a lot of joy? So you see how as the month unfolds, you have this opportunity. Choose the path of least resistance, least confusion. Allow it to flow. It's not always the easiest path. Really look at and think about, what are your choices this month? What are you choosing this month? My lovely Gemini. Oh, here's your next spirit animal. See, this is the snake as well. So write those down. You can investigate the energy that they bring to you. Here you've got the Magician. Wow, how majestic is that? The leopard energy in the sun. This is the power of manifestation. So when you're in that right space, and you're very clear about the goals that you want to set, you can set about making them happen. This is the Magician. You're going to be as we move through May, in a position of really being able to manifest and create the reality you're wanting to create. Really bringing in that reality, really bringing in around you what you want to create. So I really like that sort of balancing all the elements, the cups, the wands, the pentacles, the swords. It's all there. Bring it into alignment. Be clear about it. Look at things in different perspectives. Be like a leopard. Look. The more you look, the more you see. You've got the infinity symbol. Look at that. Again, you see, you have that repeated. As above, so below. What you're thinking, what your thoughts are, your self-talk manifests into this earthly plane, into your reality. Now that's been channeled. Thank you. That's been channeled from my guides to you. That's how we manifest. Listen to our self-talk. Listen to what our heart is saying, how we feel. Bring it into the now. That's going to be so important. As above, so below. As we think, so we create. Very important, Gemini. I feel like I really need to say that to you, because I feel as if this energy, Gemini, I just love sitting in your energy, but this month I'm really feeling like I'm needing to help you get that back up. Get that back up to where it needs to be. That's going to lead to the Two of Wands, which is choices and decisions. There's choices and decisions for you to make. Choices and decisions. What are you going to choose? What path are you going to choose? What do you want to manifest? What do you want to create? What do you want your reality to look like? And that's going to be different for all of you, but those choices are going to very much be there for you to make, to think about. Look at the synchronicities that are happening around you. Look at the choices that are being presented to you. Some are going to be subtle, some are going to be very obvious. So you're needing to look. That leads to the Eight of Pentacles. I love this. You've got the spider. Here's another animal to add to your totem for the month of May. Spiders are very industrious. You can pull down their web and they will rebuild it, and you can pull it down and they will rebuild it, and you pull it down and they will rebuild it. There's resilience. There is resilience, but there is also intricacy. It's complex. They build a network. They build a network because that's their survival. So it's about networking for you. It's networking. And if something's not working, do it another way. Change your perspective. Rethink things. Rebuild, because it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. They build their web, and from their web, the web provides for them everything they need. You know, flies get caught in there, little bugs get caught in there. That's their dinner. So it provides for them everything that they need. As the universe and the world around you will provide for you everything that you need. All the resources you need are there for you, are being provided, are being given to you. They're telling me to draw another card. So I really feel as May goes on, there's a tremendous energy shift here, but it all rests on the paths that you choose. Because there's an ending of old ways. So there's got to be an ending of this resistance, this confusion. That's going to come to an end because there's rebirth. A reinvention, a rebirthing of you. And so where the web is destroyed, you rebuild. You rebuild. You make it stronger. You build it somewhere else. You rebuild it. That's pretty amazing, Gemini. Pretty amazing. Then you've got the Seven of Pentacles. Again, the Seven of Pentacles. There's abundance there. By the end of May, you're going to start seeing results of your efforts, making the correct choices, choosing the correct path. You're going to start manifesting. You're going to start, changing the way you think. As above, so below. As above, so below. As you're thinking, what you're manifesting is going to manifest into your reality, and it's going to, if you're being true to yourself, you're going to start seeing financial gains, financial results, financial improvement of abundance. And abundance is joy. It's also joy in what you're doing, joy in what you're working on, what you're creating. Like the stonemason, one is cutting a square and another one's making a cathedral. Which one are you? Are you seeing the bigger picture? Are you seeing the future? Think about that. I'm going to give you a final Divine Animals Oracle. Let's see what powerful animal energy, what's going to sit at the top of your totem pole this month. What's going to be sitting at the top of your totem pole this month? Let's have a look. Can I have a card, please, for Gemini? Can I have a card, please, for Gemini? What's their totem animal, the final crowning glory of the totem animal that they need to consider, the energy that's going to come in for them? Can I have, thank you. Right, let's have a look. A snake. Aren't they beautiful? Where are my glasses? A snake. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. You've got the tree, but the roots are equally important. That's where the strength is. But it's about reinventing yourself, recreating. Let me read what is the snake. 43, which is number 7. And here you've got 34, which is number 7. So 7 seems to be a number that is going to be really important for you this month. Have a look in numerology. What does number 7 mean? Nothing is by accident, you know. It all is there for a purpose. There's a meaning behind it. This is beautiful. I love the colours. Transformation. The changing seasons. Oh, that's gorgeous. Let's have a look at what it says. Serpents, creation. It's time to shed your skin and try something new. Well, we know that creation is your birthright. You must understand that to remain stagnant means atrophy. So do not fear your own creative flow. If you have a physical ailment, healing will occur. You are capable of big transformations. If you haven't begun, begin. That's what that's asking of you, this transformation. And I feel like that's what this is really about here in May. I love that card. I think it's beautiful. I think that's absolutely beautiful. That's the top of your totem, transformation. So be aware, you have had the snake energy throughout your reading too. So that really does speak of transformation, and that transformation does bring in the positive changes that you're seeking. I'm going to give you another card here, Divine Abundance. Divine Abundance. Let's have a look at what words of wisdom. They're just jumping out. They're really keen. They're either really keen or they're giving it a lot of thought, you know, one or the other. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. And that's what's in store for you. That's what is available to you in the month of May, my lovely Gemini. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness for you that deserves to be honoured. That's the changes that's coming in. They're the choices that you're needing to make. Tap into that uniqueness, because you are unique. You just got, Gemini, you have such a wonderful, wonderful energy. I always so enjoy reading for you. There you are. That's quite a reading. I wish you love, light and blessings for the month of May. Ease and grace in journeying through that and transforming through May to get the results that are waiting for you to be given to you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. Blessings to you, my lovely Gemini.